So, hello everyone. My name is Justice and I'm your English trainer. And today we are diving in a revision session, and also it is our 40th day. So, I'm just announcing you that you must not speak in Hindi or any other language rather than English. So, the things are very simple. How you need to work? You need to work with your spoken English. Either you're typing or you're writing something, you must write in English. Okay. Okay, sometimes you may be having a doubt. So how would you ask if you are not knowing English or particular word? So in that case, you must use this sentence, how to say. Okay, you'll be using how to say. All right. You'll be using a sentence, how to say. For example, I don't know meaning of Banvas. So I would say how to say Banvas. For example, I don't know complete sentence. So I would say, sir, how to say Ramji Banvas gaye the. Ramji Banvas gaye the. So you would use how to say first as your safety guard so that you may not be charged 5 rupees fine. Okay. So that is Brahmastra, and that must not be used for casual conversation. For example, some people may be thinking that if I need to talk in Hindi, I would be doing this. How to say, sir? मुझे एक बात पूछनी थी आपसे. मुझे बताइए कि past indefinite tense को आपने क्या concept पढ़ाया था? So not like this. You will not start conversation by saying how to say. Now you just started saying how to say, and after that you are talking in Hindi. Okay, so no, that is not allowed. How to say that Brahmastra can only be used when you actually need it, right? So it may not happen all the time that you must be using this particular sentence as a tool. You'll be only using this when you are genuinely in need to use that. Okay, if you are able to manage, then manage with the stuff you have learned already, because you've learned past and present time structured sentences. So there would be no problem. You will be speaking, and the more you will be speaking, the more you will be learning. All right. So that is the way. When you are having doubt, you may use this sentence, how to say, and then after that you can put your statement in Hindi. But that is the case when you will be having doubt, or when you will be genuinely unable to speak English of a particular word, phrase, or sentence. Okay. So this is the way. Another thing, sometimes when you are referring to a dialogue of a movie or conversation, or a song, then that time you can use the original lyrics, original statement is spoken in dialogue, because that is not translated. So in that case, you are free, because dialogues, for example, your mother said something in Hindi. So you can repeat that dialogue, that my mother was saying that uh, any statement you can give. My mother was saying that मैं पतला हो गया हूँ. नहीं, मैं तुम पतले हो गए हो. My mother was saying that तुम पतले हो गए हो. So this statement can be spoken as it is, because you have spoken it in direct speech, right? As your mother said, you have just spoken. So for a dialogue, for a samvad, you may use the words as it is. For a dialogue of a movie, you can use the words as it is. For example, कितने आदमी थे, right? For a song, you may use the lyrics as it is. For example, कर चले हम फिदा जानतन साथियों, right? So lyrics, dialogues, statement in your real life as spoken by your relatives can be put. If you are putting it in direct way, then it's okay, you can put it in the same way. But if you want to translate, I would of course suggest you to translate each of the stuff which is going in your life, and then reflect in English. So that would be the way you will be practicing in more refined way, and you will be learning each day. Okay, so it is very important for you to speak. Okay, so today we are gathered here for a revision session, which we we'll be having on the topic which we discussed yesterday. Would you please let me know what was the topic we discussed yesterday in comment section? Do you remember or not? Mayank, you have typed in Hindi, so you are the first person who will be paying fine. Okay, 20 rupees. No, 5 rupees you can pay. So it is counted. So in this case, I just want an accountant who would be counting the money. Who would like to be my accountant? Accountant must be the person whom I can trust. Otherwise, he or she may run away by taking all the money. Is there anyone who want to volunteer as an accountant? Kirti ji. Anyone else? Okay, Kirti ji just want to volunteer. Hmm. Harsh ji also. Mang, you have spoken, so I can't trust you. I would make the volunteer to the one who would be honest towards speaking English first and then countering others. And if you are speaking Hindi too, then you would be counting your name as well. Okay. So two names I can see, Kirti ji, Mayank, and I think Harsh ji also raised hand in camera. Okay. All right. So I'll be deciding that who will be the accountant. So firstly, I would like to ask you that if you are having any doubt in your mind related to the topic which we discussed yesterday, you can ask your doubt. And this was ongoing work before another action in past, right? Ongoing work before another past action. It means it is popularly known as, but let me know, ongoing work before another past action is popularly known as, type in comment section. It is popularly known as what? Ongoing work before another past action is popularly known as. Let me know. Yes, past perfect continuous tense. Not only continuous, and the spelling of continuous you're writing in comment section, Mayank Sharma, is incorrect. It is Continuous. Yes, past perfect continuous tense. So it's about completed, sorry, no, it's about ongoing work before another past action. That may include time and that may not include time as well. Okay. So for practice, we'll be going together. If you're having any doubt, let me know. So I hope you know the rules. Okay. Nobody's having doubt. All right. So let me go with the stuff. If
Actually,
anyone
just
is,
need to clarify something. Actually, I joined first session today. Means like the in this week. Then I had to revise all the session, and then I will let you know if I have any doubt.
yes. And one more thing, if you have seen that message in the group, tomorrow will be your test. So get ready for that as well. Did you see that passage?
It's too early to.
No, it's not
Then
early.
okay, I will try. No issue. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not early.
Like yeah.
All the topics are covered, right? So we'll be having test.
Yeah, definitely I will do it. Thank you.
So here we are on the slide. Okay. So this is what we had covered. Once I will be revising all the stuff. Ongoing work before another past action. Understanding the past perfect continuous tense. Okay. So we talked about like how the things would be functioning in this way. When we are talking about ongoing work, we talk about the definition, and that is past perfect continuous tense. It is popularly known as past continuous tense that shows actions that were ongoing for a duration before another past event or another past action. Okay. please provide test syllabus. That will include all the tenses from the beginning, the present, like habitual work, ongoing work, work done in present time, work going on since past, and then that will include past event and actions, and then that will include ongoing work in past, and that would also include completed work before another past action, and that would also include this which we are discussing, ongoing work or ongoing action before another past action, ongoing work before another past action or event. So this is what we are discussing. So these tenses would be included in that way, and that would include vocabularies which has been shared in the group. And of course, you will be given the marks on the basis of your group activities if you have submitted on time, and if you have submitted all. And like previously, we had conducted tests. So in the same format, it will be conducted. So all the structured tenses, sentences in all the time frame which we have covered in previous session, and that would also include vocabulary building task, group activities, homework. If that is submitted, then you will be given the marks for that as well, 5 marks for that too. So this is basically an overview of a syllabus. And as I wrote in that post, that whatever has been covered in previous sessions may be asked. Okay, so you may work on these stuff which I told you because these are important. My emphasis would be on these sentences under the time tense category, and you'll be asked on the basis of the same. Okay, so there is no particular syllabus, as I told you, like whatever has been taught would be asked. Prasad ji is saying, sir, in my device has not charging and there is no electricity today, so the meeting might get disconnected at any time. So put your device on charging. So we were talking about definition. We have seen that the actions that were ongoing means that was continued in past. Okay, the action which was continued, which was ongoing before another event, or even that may include duration of time, timeline, time frame. Okay, so that may be called past perfect continuous tense. A structure would be simple: subject plus had been plus verb plus ing, and then object, and then since, for, and then time. Okay. Example, she had been studying for 2 hours before the exam started. So here we can see the first sentence, she had been studying for 2 hours. This is the main clause, this is the main statement which we are discovering in this tense particularly, right? And before the exam started, it shows that this action happened afterwards before something was going in the background. What was going in the background? She had been studying for 2 hours, right? She had been studying for 2 hours. Before what? Before the exam started. I would also mention, like in the statement, it is not required, it is not vital that this statement coming after this main clause would be there always. No. So this statement can also be, vacant or missing before the exam started. You can simply have this statement as well. She had been studying for 2 hours. Okay. And if I talk about the identification in Hindi, it would be same as past continuous tense. Only the difference is that will be including time, or if that is not including time, that will be indicating that the work had been going for a long period, right? So what would be the scenario in Hindi? So the scenario in Hindi would be same. It would end with raha hai, rahi hai, sorry, raha tha, rahi thi, rahe the, right? But what is the basic difference between past continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense? The basic difference would be that the past perfect continuous tense would be including time or would be including the work being continued for a long period. Are you getting my point? As you have learned in present perfect continuous, you must remember that. I told you like it would come with time, rahi hai plus time. Otherwise, ta raha hai, ti rahi hai, te rahe. Right? So in the same format, it would come in past. If we are particularly talking about Hindi. So it would be raha tha, rahi thi, rahe the plus time or ta raha tha, ti rahi thi, te rahe the. If there is no time. I hope you're getting my point. If time is given, there is no problem. You are already aware that yes, it is referring to a duration. And if the time is not given, there would be indication that the work was going for a long period of time. Okay. Now let us move forward. When to use this, I already told you yesterday. So to describe actions that started in the past and continued until another point in the past, as we have seen in previous example, that she had been studying for 2 hours. And another action was what? Another action was the exam started. So before that, she had been studying, right? So this is showing the same. To describe actions that started in the past and continued until another point in the past. So another point in previous example was what? Another point was since the exam started. Since the exam started, or we are putting it as before the exam started. It means she had been continuously studying until the exam started, right? So this can be connected with the words like before, until, when, since. Okay. Particularly, if we are talking about structure, it would be subject plus had been plus V fourth, as we have seen in this example. She had been studying for 2 hours since the exam started or before the exam started. It can be connected. It depends in which context it is being asked. And second point, to show the duration of a past ongoing activity before another event. Of course, sometimes you may feel that time is not directly given. So in that case, it may be indicating that the work had been going for a period of time, for a duration of time. And third point, to express cause effect between two past actions. Of course, if I'm talking about the same example, you would see why she had been studying. Because she had what? Why she had been studying for 2 hours? Let me know in comment section if you're getting the point. Why she had been studying? Let me know in comment section. What was the cause? Why she had been studying? Because she had what? Let me know in comment section if you got the point. If somebody is asking you in this example, why had she been studying? What would you answer? Your answer would be simple. She had exam because she had exam. Correct. So this also refers to cause effect between two past actions. Got it? Now, we talked about helping verb. Yes, had been, right? Had been would be used with along with all the subjects, so there wouldn't be any confusion because it is I, we, you, they, he, she, it, or noun, singular or plural, no matter. You'll be using only this helping verb, that is had been. And which verb form will be using? Will be using ing form. We will always be using ing form when it is about a continuous tense. Right? So we fourth, they had been working since morning. Look, in this statement, in this sentence, I haven't taken any other sentence that can be known as dependent clause. It is a single statement, right? So sometimes there can be a single statement without using before or another past event. Yes. Now, time expressed since used. Of course, you already know this. I have talked about it earlier. Yesterday, I also made you understand. Since is used for a specific point of time. And let me know the trick I told you. Since is used for what? Let me know that trick if you remember. And for is used for what? Let me know that trick too. Since is used for name of time. Yes. Since is used for name of time. You must remember that. And for is used for, you're not active in comment section. Be active in chat box. For is used for count of time. And since is used for name of time. Remember that. I told you like what would be the confusion. There would be only these cases where you'll be confused. You might be confused, like 2 o'clock. Is it name of time or count of time? You must know that. Always, when we are talking about count of time, it may come with unit. It always comes with unit. But when we are talking about name of time, unit is not given. That's why it is name of time. So, o'clock isn't a unit. O'clock is not a unit, so therefore it is a name of time. Since would be used along with 2 o'clock because 2 o'clock is not count of time, it is name of time. Remember that. And when we are talking about another confusion, you may dive in, that is of years. When we are talking about name of year, how the name of year is counted? Of course, with the numbers. So if I'm talking about what is the name of this year, would you please let me know in the comment section? What is the name of this year? How do we know this year we are living in? What is the name of this year? Name this year. 2025. Renes is typing 2015. Yes, 2025. It is not a count of time, but it is a name of time because it is name of year. Okay, what about 2025 years? 2025 years had been passed since Jesus Christ was born. So, what about this? 2025 years. Is it name of time or count of time? Of course, it is count of time. Great. Wonderful. So, I hope you may understand this concept because you must know what is the basic difference between count of time and what is name of time. Okay. Count of time and name of time. And here are some of the words connectors I have told you, like before, until, when, since can be used, right, to mark the second past event. Okay, so let us move forward. So here, this is the basic structure of affirmative sentences. Structure: subject had been plus before. Before means verb plus ing. And if their time is given, then you would go with since or for. If it is not given, there's no problem at all. As I told you, ta raha tha, ti rahi thi, te rahe the. मैं जाता रहा था. Write in comment section what would be the English of this. What would be the English of this particular sentence? मैं जाता रहा था. Let me know. मैं जाता रहा था. Time is not given. Time is not given. But what would be the answer? What would be the answer? मैं जाता रहा था. I had been going. Yes, that's great. Now, would you please let me know? मैं जा रहा था. What would be the English of this particular statement? मैं जा रहा था. No, it is wrong, Mayank Sharma. I'm going is wrong. I'm going means मैं जा रहा हूँ. But I'm asking मैं जा रहा था. So now you're writing correctly.
Here that I am going.
No,
मैं जा
I
रहा हूँ
was. I was going. मैं जा रहा था.
और
I
जा रहा हूँ
was.
सुना था
No, I'm saying मैं जा रहा था. I was going. And Mayank Sharma, you did not speak English, so 10 rupees fine.
Sir, I speak in English.
You just said that, sir, मैं जा रहा हूँ सुना था. Okay, I told you the way.
Sir,
The
I repeat your sentence.
Yes, you repeat my sentence, but you started with Hindi. Sir, मैंने सुना था. At least this statement could be put in English. I told you
Sir,
the
I
rule.
hear that बोला था.
You hear that? You told me. Okay, I'll just watch the recording and I'll decide. Till you can comment, guys. Did he speak Hindi or English? I told you, like, for dialogues, yes, for these cases you can use Hindi. There's no problem, because I was basically emphasizing on the Hindi. So there you can use Hindi. There's no problem. I told you as a rule, right? Okay. So the translation for मैं जा रहा था would be I was going, and मैं जाता रहा था I had been going. Correct. I hope you understand the basic difference between past continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense. Normal continuous and a continuous which shows time, a duration. Got it? Now let us dive in another slide, that is for negative sentences. The structure would be subject plus had not been plus verb fourth, and then there's object, then you'll add that, and the time, then you will add since or for plus time. Otherwise, you will not add time if the case is not with the time. So he had not been working since morning. It means वह सुबह से काम नहीं कर रहा था. They had not been attending the class for a week. वे एक सप्ताह से क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर रहे थे. So this would be translation in Hindi. Okay. So now let us. Sir, if I not write in English, could you take money? Yes, of course. I would take a lot of money from you and I'll become rich. Interrogative sentences. Structure had plus subject plus been and V fourth. And if the time is given, then since of for. Otherwise, you will not use that. So same applied in interrogative. And you already know what would be the case of negative. Let me know in comment section what will be the case of negative. Let me know the structure for negative on the basis of this. Greediness is a bad thing, sir. Yes, it is for you, but for me it is not a bad thing. They had not been working for. No, I'm talking about the question, negative question. Had subject been verb fourth, what would be the negative of this structure? Let me know the structure in negative. Let me see. No, Savitriji, you've done a little mistake. I'm asking about question. You're typing for negative statement. I'm asking that what would be the structure for interrogative plus negative in close-ended question? Yes, no question. Negative yes, no question. Yes, Anamika ji has written correctly. Subject plus had plus not plus been plus be plus ing. And then object is.
No, sir, I have had plus subject.
Sorry, I didn't get your point. What did you say?
Sir, I have had plus subject, not subject plus had.
That's what I'm reading. Okay, I may have been mistaken. Had plus subject plus not plus been plus verb fourth or verb plus ing. Object is optional. Renuji also has written correctly. Had plus subject plus not plus been plus be fourth. Sohani ji, Savitri ji, correct. No. Savitri ji, mistaken. Again, I'm asking about negative question. Sujit ji has written correctly. Had plus subject plus not plus been plus verb plus ing, or verb fourth you can also call it. Correct? The example would be, had she not been studying since morning. Write your own example in negative question. Write your own example in negative question. I'm talking about close-ended question, not open-ended question. Remember, I'm not talking about WH question. I'm talking about yes/no question, close-ended question. Write your example. Everyone, write your example. Frame your example in negative yes/no question. No, Mayank Sharma, it is negative statement you have written. I'm talking about the question. You have written, I had not been, and this is wrong. Waking up hoga. Waking up. Savitri ji has written correctly. Hadn't she been cooking food? Renu ji has written correctly. Had you not been writing for 2 hours? Correct. Anamika ji, had you not been walking since morning? Correct. Surjit ji, you've mistaken. That is negative statement, not a question. You have written, she had not been attending the class for 2 weeks. It means वह 2 हफ्ते से क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर रही थी. I'm asking about question. Sir, you said that later before. You are telling about yes or no question. I make a negative statement. Yes, I'm talking about yes, no question. Question. Are you getting my point? Question means question, not a statement. Had I been working on a project since last year? It is a positive question, not a negative question. Previously, I make a sentence. Okay. Now, same would be applied with open-ended question. Okay. So this meeting is going to end. You will join